Oh, hey, didn't notice you there. Reuben Cohen at Lurssen Mastering, and today for Tech Tuesday, I want to talk about putting a limiter on a mix, replacing it in mastering when a mix was already mixed through limiting. This is something that happens a lot in mastering. Somebody will mix through something on the bus, hitting pretty hard into a limiter, but they want to provide a version to mastering without that limiter to give the mastering engineer a little bit more room to work. So what I'm going to do is to demonstrate it using the Fab Filter Pro L2 going into our Lurssen Mastering Console. So just for example purposes, I'm going to use the hip hop setting on Lurssen Mastering Console, and I'm going to turn down the input to 7.2 dB, which is a good starting point that when you flip it on and off, you don't really get such a level jump. What I'm going to do is explain how to do this, really. So you want to start with the Pro L2 and bypass, and then get as far as you can with just the LMC. So level it up, find that preferred level, maybe do a little EQing to taste until you feel like you found that sweet spot setting globally and you don't want to touch it anymore. Now, if you're working on a mix that was mixed through with some limiting and that limiter is now removed, how are you going to replace that limiting going into the LMC? What you want to do, or at least what I do, you can start with the modern setting, that's fine. Go to the 1-to-1 ratio here. What that's going to do is allow you to turn up the threshold to taste without hearing that level jump, which is very informative because the level is going to probably throw you off if you don't have that on. Turn this up until you start feeling the bass tilt ahead. Turn it down a little bit until you feel like the bass is tilting the other way, going down a little bit, and fine tune between those values until it feels straight. That's going to be a good indication of how far to tighten the signal with the limiter before hitting something like your mastering process down the line. It takes a little bit to get used to this and get good at this, but that is a really good short version of how to fine tune everything around everything else to get great results.